The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On 1st down, here's Geno. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Whoa. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
From the shotgun, Smith. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
2nd and a yard.
Hey, check that. Rip, 23. Silver.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. They'll run it here with Etienne. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And he's into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence, touchdown Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Smith to throw on first and 10. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll push forward for about a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop. Here's a second and 9.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Foye Oluokun with the play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. From the gun, it's Gino. He's got it, and he's in. Jakobi Meyers. Touchdown, Raiders.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Hey, go. Easy.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Red on red.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm. So
trying to make a play out of the pocket, couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away.
number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. First and 10.
Hey, hey, hey. 11, again. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They put Strange in motion.
Here we go, sir.
Second down, Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports.
Hey, run. Hey, kill. Go, let's go.
On first and 10, Lawrence. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This a 42-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And And the Jaguars will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Back is Smith. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Gino gonna throw for it. He's gonna air this one out. And that's gonna be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Roll. Tip. Hot.
The carry here for ETN. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Hey, go.
Man in motion is Brown.
Red.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That one taken in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Smith to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Geno now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Rice. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Geno to throw. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion, Lion. All right, here we go. Time. Go, go. Here we go, son.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This from an even 50 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Jaguars will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the set. Lisa 24. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Go. 11. 30 left. Silver.
Lawrence. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Raiders are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. That's complete to Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Smith. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
To throw, here's Smith. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Middle. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Gino. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
13 next.
From the shotgun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Jaguars have it in the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And that is incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
On red. Hey, I'm gun. 11, Agate. Hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 11.
Here we go. One final play. Again, working deep downfield. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that's a wrap for Greg Olsen and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.